I'm Chris Fischer. This is my brother, Fischer Jr. And we're going to be giving you guys the Made in America product parade today. You know, we've been all stuck inside and we wanted to bring something a little bit different, have a little fun with it, but still bring you something that is really, useful for you in today's world, because today's world is very different in a lot of ways, and the tile industry is no different. So, we figured Made in America tile is really important right now. So why not hit home with some facts, have a little fun. Hopefully you're going to learn some stuff that you've never known about Made in America tile. And we're going to have some fun. So you can see we've dressed up nice and festive today. We've got lots of good products laying around us that we're going to highlight. Just a quick, how-to for those of you who have not done a YouTube live before. So you guys can see us and hear us, hopefully, but we can't hear or see you. So if you want to participate, we definitely want comments, questions. You'll see on the right-hand side, there's a chat function. So go ahead, type in there, say hey to everyone, ask questions. We're going to be able to see it. We got Nikki, our producer extraordinaire, behind the camera, making sure everything goes smoothly today. Who knows? The internet might cut out. We are live from our Princeton, New Jersey showroom, so it's as good as we can get to being in front of you in your offices or in your showroom. So hope you guys enjoy it. Just a quick little tidbit on information. So this is a first, not only YouTube live, but it's a first time for GST. We've got all of our different types of customers tuning in for this. So we cover the commercial market, we cover wholesale distribution, we cover retail out of our 12 showrooms, and it's a whole mix here. So we're so psyched that everyone came out, is interested in what we had to bring today, probably wanted to come and laugh at us and see what we were wearing. But it's all in good fun. You guys who know us know we're passionate about tile, but we'd like to have a good time too. There's no reason not to have fun presenting tile. And Made in America, what the heck? Let's get excited about it. And we finally are at a piece of time in Made in America history that we've got all the capacity here to meet all of your demands as customers. So that's what we want to talk about. I think that covers it as far as how this works. Looks like Shannon's coming through, so thanks, Shannon. Appreciate the comment. Hopefully you have some good questions, not just some comments about our attire, but we love you. Thanks for coming and tuning in. Quick rundown. So we're going to hit a brief history on Made in America tile and how that kind of associates with GST real quick, just to start, where we've come from. We're really going to focus on technology and quality, and kind of how in the last 5-6 years that's like ramped up. And then we are gonna showcase some tile. It's not just gonna be us up here dressed like fools drinking. So
you call it a fool, I don't call it a fool, but that's okay.
Exactly. Yeah, Steve dresses like this normally, so if you ever catch him in the office, this is what he looks like. But yeah, so Steve's gonna run us through a little history on GST and Made in America tile.
Well, good. Well, a lot of people do know about us, and there's several of you that don't know the full story. But what we're going to focus on today, obviously, like Chris said, is the GST, Made in America, and everything that surrounds American-made products right here in the USA. So Garden State Tile was started in 1957, and it's amazing because we are third generation. So that means our grandfather started, and in New Jersey, in northern New Jersey, we became the first American-made porcelain distributor and ceramic distributor. And it's called American only. So we became Garden State Tile in 1957. As you can imagine, I'm sure a lot of you designers are happy you possibly weren't back in those days. But this is what we're looking at. This is basically your color palette. And this color palette remained in place for a long time. So this is a bit of a piece of history. For those of you who are tuning in and do know us for a long time, this probably was in our grandfather's back pocket or his briefcase for a long time. So this is what we started with in America. Progression. Progression happened around 1985. One of the more important things happened first. I was born. I know a lot of you think that I'm a lot older. No, I'm not. I'm 34, about to be 35. So let's put that in place first.
I'm only 32.
True, very true. Everybody thinks I'm 45 and I walk into their buildings. They're like, oh, this guy's, No, I'm not.
Not dressed like that.
No, I don't dress like this. So that's the first thing. Second thing, Crossville ceramics. Crossville became the wonderful Crossville that it is today in 1985 and became a fantastic part of our U.S. in 1986 And Garden State Tile partnered up right then and there. So regionally, Crossville came to the market, which means that basically a lot of you get to see Crossville through Garden State Tile. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, parts of New York State, South Carolina, the majority of South Carolina, Georgia. And that's how we, kind of went even farther into the U.S. American-made products. So continue to go to CrossvilleInc.com and you'll see all of those paths to get Crossville product. The next thing that happened was, that kind of migrated. And a lot of us know color blocks, a lot of us know cross colors, and all of those are fun and great. Large formats, they weren't really out there. What happened next? 2000s came. Then we started seeing a lot of that infrastructure come in from Italy, from Spain. You got the Sacme presses that started really coming in. And it all came to Tennessee. So now we have Iris, now we have Stone Peak, same thing. We see the Marazzi group. We start seeing the Atlas Concord group start coming in. What that did for our American-made industry was actually it helped. So it brought more design. We do know Italians. They do great with cars. They do great with a lot of other things that we can probably mention in there or something. But they're very good. So the 2000s, the design came, the large format came. So here we are, 2020. We can't go outside. We can't stand next to each other. But we're going to show you some really cool things that are where we at with American-made products. And we offer it at GST.
Yeah. So before we go a little bit further, just want to make sure, if anyone's got feedback, hopefully everything's working fine. You're hearing us fine. Again, it's so weird talking to a camera, but we know you're out there. And so we are going to jump into some product now. But it's going to be a little bit different than your normal product presentation where we're kind of hammering home on each collection individually, talking size, talking, everything there is. We're not going to go crazy in depth into every collection. We're going to highlight a bunch of the different looks. And what we want you guys to focus on, again, is think about that history and think about now where we are in manufacturing and focus on the technology and the looks and the design that, has changed drastically from, 4 1/4, glazed and unglazed in Lansdowne, PA to where we're at today, which is crazy. And it's really the last 5 years that all this technology has changed in the U.S. We're an independent distributor, so that allows us to be a little bit unbiased. And the truth is, we didn't make the greatest as far as design and fashion tile in the U.S. for a long time. But that's totally different now. A little bit thanks to the Italian influence, a lot of thanks to them. They still make the machineries, they make the glazing technology. It's where all the fashion design comes from. But now, all that's made here, and it's made in Tennessee. So that's what we want you guys to let focus on as we show you some product. As you look at these products, and you go to our website and see the Made in America products, think about, wow, this is really everything I need for my project, and it's coming here, and it's stocked here. That's what's really going to impact today's world of supplying ceramic tile. So I think that's the last thing I want to highlight as far as Made in America. The only other thing, I want to talk about, and I think is probably the most underrated aspect of Made in America tile, has nothing to do with quality, has nothing to do with design. Has to do with where it's made. So a lot of people ask, why does it always seem to come from like Tennessee or Kentucky? And the main reason is certainly raw materials. So that's where our clays and that's where the raw materials come from. But the cool part about that is it's also an awesome logistical jumping off point. So whether you're West Coast or East Coast, because we have customers all over the U.S. We've got architects and designers in Nashville and Dallas and California, New York, Florida, everywhere. But to get the tile that's made in the United States, being stocked and manufactured there in Tennessee makes it logistically so easy to get to your project, particularly if something goes wrong, because stuff happens and you need to ship out 3 more cartons or a couple more pallets. It's just such an easier scenario to deal with when you're dealing with Made in America because of where it's made, no matter where you are in the U.S. So that's what I want to highlight. And so we're going to kick off some product stuff. Steve's going to start off. We're going to go through fabric looks, marble looks, cement, and stone looks. And just highlight a bunch of different products so you can kind of see the range of quality and look that we have in Made in America. And then we're going to talk about some new stuff too. So
so product categories that we picked were what we see is covering the majority of a porcelain tile, whether it's corporate, whether it's hospitality, whether it's residential. So we'll start with the fabric look. Okay, so the fabric look was interesting. It kind of came into place several years ago. Some of us know some of those early fabric looks. We grabbed to it quickly. Were they precise? Were they crisp? I don't know, not so much. They kind of died off a little bit. Then we saw them come back. And then all of a sudden they really came back. Now everybody wants one. We want them hospitality. We want them in a modern look, residential home. Show you one. So hatched. So hatched is great because we have 6 colors. We have 2 sizes. And a lot of fun things about that line. My favorite, the tartan. The tartan comes in 2 different colors. There's a cool and there's a warm. The other thing about the line, it comes in is a houndstooth. Now, some people would say, Steve, it looks like a country club. Yeah, it's true. It does. But I love it. The other cool thing is that we offer is we have 2 other lines that we start to push a lot. One of them is ready to wear. Ready to wear is really fun because, well, with everything with Crossfield, the colors are fantastic. So there's 8 colors. There's 2 sizes. A lot of fun there. My favorite color, I got to call it Smarty Pants. That's who I am. Chris's favorite color, flannel suit, because he loves wearing them on Friday afternoons. The next thing that we would talk about, we have thread, we have pizziza, we have quill, we have tons of Garden State tile. Again, all American made. So it's here. There's large format, there's small sizes, there's great colors. And there's some that lead more into the hospitality and some lead more, corporate. The next thing I would say is, you don't have to stay that way if you don't want to. We can move right into what I would call a marble look.
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
I just thought I like it. Versatility, it looks.
It's like 63 degrees outside with a 15-mile-an-hour wind.
Fabric, marble.
Yeah, all right. I like it.
Adonis. All right, marble looks. So, I moved this big bad boy over here. Probably in my mind, the biggest change in American-made tile has to be the marble. Mostly because of size, but also the white, beautiful backgrounds we get now, the dark colors. To get those types of colors takes a lot of skill and expertise. And also to make this big stuff, you need big, expensive machinery. You need kilns that can fire it. So, a couple of collections that we have, Cava, State of Grace, that I got here from Crossville. Beautiful stuff. There's lots of marble look porcelains made in America now. And you don't have to worry about your background being kind of creamy or is it white enough or the format's on point. From big sizes to small sizes, State of Grace, Paradiso, they've got 24 by 48s. They've got them matte, they've got them polished. We got chevron mosaics, we got hex mosaics in the Paradiso. And it's pretty amazing to think, we started here, and now we're here. And for my cousin who's watching this, yes, I picked the big tile, so it looked like I was, lifting a lot, with the tank top on. So, but yeah, this is the Paradiso collection. Comes in 5 colors. You got a black, you got a Nera Marquina, you got a Monty gray, a Monty bronze, you got a Marfield color. Everything you need in the marble looks. Everything as small as a 3 by 12 to this monstrosity of 24 by 48. Again, made in Tennessee, ready to rock and roll for lots of products. But don't sleep on State of Grace. Don't sleep on the Cava collection. They hit some other different marbles, different sizes. So it's a well-rounded product category. But those are the marble looks. Hey, Rusty.
What's going on?
I think it's now time for some cement.
Yep. We're going to talk a little bit about some cement tile today, made in America. All right. So first on the list with the cement tile, can't see real good with these glasses on. Let's start with Spirit. It's kind of a gritty cement, gritty concrete look. It's really great because it also comes with 6 colors. But the more important thing that we like to talk about was that the American-made tile went from small, 8 by 8, 6 by 6, 4 by 4, 24 by 48. So Spirit does have a 24 by 48. It's got a lot of great sizes. Actually, one of the coolest parts about it is the decos. We're split, aren't we? So the deck goes here. You have a canvas, and you got these great squares. You'll see on your screen and links and things like that you can click on and get forward to get these products up in your hands. Upon request, I can come do the presentation in this complete outfit if you'd like. It's completely your call. Just make sure it's approved. You know, some of the other lines that we offer at Garden State Tile, Refined, Gotham. I love Gotham and their crossfield product. Great colors, great sizes, great price points. Chris and I want to talk about price points just for a second. We try to cover the best ones. Stateside always gets a bad rap. Too expensive, not Chinese, not Spanish, not those tight prices. We can. Think of us for $3, $2.99, $3.50, $4 a square foot. We can make it happen. And it happens within a week. So it's very important to remember those things. Well, that's pretty much how it goes here.
Stone looks. Stone looks. So again, fabric, marble, cement, and stone looks kind of run the gamut of looks here. Excuse me, Rusty. We've got a bunch. You know, everything from Tivoli, which is a vein cut travertine, basalt, your classic Basel-tine. There's slate looks. There's limestone looks. So in the stone world, we're not just marbles, but I wanted to showcase for you guys probably our hottest one and something I think is growing trend, even from overseas. You're seeing a lot of onyx. Probably didn't hear me say that. Onyx. This is our onyx collection. Incredible naming by yours truly. So this Nero color is awesome. This is the polished 12 by 24. Comes three colors, the dark, a gray, and white. 12 by 24 polished, 12 by 12. Of course, for you residential cats out there, 3 by 12 to run your herringbones, brick it, stack it. Again, just trying to showcase that the Made in America tile is not the Made in America tile of our father's generation.
No.
It's modern, it's good looking, it's technologically advanced, it's the finest of the fine. And that's, again, what we're talking about. It's really because it's Italian machinery, it's Italian technology, expertise. Like most things great in the U.S., immigration helps it. And they bring their expertise and their skill set here to the great states of the U.S., and they impart it on us and make it available. So it's available in a lot of different sizes, colors, range, finishes, top quality.
Oh, if you have any questions, watch out. If you have any questions or anything about most of the tile, if you want to talk about the outfits, that's fine too.
We got any questions rolling in, Nikki?
No questions yet. A lot of compliments on the outfits, though.
Okay.
Our tile must not be. We're just so good, nobody's asking questions, or nobody cares about tile right now. It just wants to look at us and laugh. But either way.
The point is to get you guys to understand us, to understand Garden State Tile. I know there's a lot of great options out there. Yes, we're trying to have fun with it. We're trying to give you a little laugh back at home. Okay. So if you didn't hear anything about concrete or stone in the last 6 or 7 minutes, that's okay. At least you know that it's out there for us to offer to you. Let's go on to the next subject.
So just a fun fact for you guys. GST right now offers over 40 made in the USA collections. Might not sound like a lot to some people. It sounds like a lot to me. Because 10 years ago when I started, we only really had Crossville, and Crossville is great, biggest supplier to GST. But now we've just been able to expand it. And as U.S. manufacturing expands, it benefits us all. The more volume we drive, the lower the price points are going to get. The factories have built with opportunity to grow. So, the more we focus as an industry, as a client base, as a distributor, and as manufacturers to drive Made in America porcelain, it's only going to help out the industry as a whole, basically by creating volume. We've got the opportunity to expand our manufacturing, but we've got plenty of production capacity as we speak now. So those are sort of all the looks of American-made porcelain. You got a question?
Yes, we got a question.
Question, all right.
Our first question is, we have two now. First question was, do you suggest sealing any polished porcelains?
Good question.
I had to start with a real zinger. That is a good question. So technically, yes. Any polished porcelain we would recommend sealing. simply from the fact of polishing. What it does in that process opens up slight micropores in the surface of the tile. It's for no other reason. Your polished porcelain is not, damaged or weakened by polishing. It's just, again, you open up these little micropores that dirt and grime can get stuck. It's a one-time deal. You don't have to keep sealing it. Just do it after installation, before gratting. You'll have a beautiful clean floor.
We have another question that came in. Chris, what was the maximum size on that marble of porcelain that you were holding before?
24 by 48. And right now that is, as far as I know, the maximum size being pressed in mass production in the US right now, 24 by 48.
There are multiple 24 by 48s. I know you probably missed the fact of the concrete part, but there's 24 by 48s and several other looks that if you ever need them.
Yeah, State of Grace, 24 by 48.
Yep.
Paradiso, the one I showcased.
Spirit, the one I did.
Spirit.
It was all.
Yeah.
And the 18 by 36, 16 by 32. Some funky sizes from Crossville as well, large format, which is really fun and different.
Question.
Another question coming in. Someone would like to see hatched again the deco. If you could please hold it up.
Yes. I'm going to show them both. Actually, Chris will show one. This is the cool and the warm. I don't have the houndstooth, but you guys did see that come up on your screen while we were talking. If you need samples, we do have contact information. Obviously, you know your reps, but Chris and I both have our contact information at the bottom of the screen. So if you haven't already seen it, we can send them to you. Anything else on the questions part?
No.
Okay. We'll talk about that part. You want to touch on the merchandising?
Yeah, I like that. So, I'm going to do it on the board. Something interesting to talk about with you guys. Since you guys are customers from all regions of the U.S., all different types of customers, some architectural specifiers, some retailers, some custom home builders. What's up, Keith? Hope you're out there.
Hope you're out there, brother.
Where can manufacturing go? So we started, where it came from, Little 4 1/4 in Lansdowne, PA. Now we're up to polished, rectified, 24 by 48, beautiful, stunning marble looks. Where do we go from here? And what can you expect, coming in the next few months with the scenario that just hit us all in the world? And also, how does technology evolve? So one thing you might notice is, hopefully you noticed, we only presented porcelain to you. And the fact is, there's really hardly any ceramic wall tile made in the United States. We still have Dow and the Mohawk Group producing some of that stuff, like that. But all the beautiful, cool, 3x12.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Just a little, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
But all the cool 3x12s, 4x16s, hexes like our Chroma, our Season, our Slash, all Marrakesh, none of that stuff and nothing equivalent to it's being made in the U.S. right now. I don't know why. I've busted our manufacturing shops about that. Why can't we make cool ceramics? Because that's been the fastest growing product category for GST. So my hope is that ceramics are going to be manufactured here in the U.S. too. You'll see a lot, and this maybe will be a topic we might want to do next. We'll talk about that at the end, but you'll see a lot of collections even made in the USA, like State of Grace. The porcelain itself is made in the USA. The ceramic trims are not. It's not unique to Crossville. All the other manufacturers have collections like that. Our quill collection, one of those threads. Yeah. Our quill collection, one of those fabric-like porcelains is similar. It's 12 by 24 on porcelain side, is made in the US. It's 4 by 12 wall side, made in Europe. But obviously they're all stocked here. So, it's a whole nother scenario that we can dive into with different outfits. But I think that's where the future maybe go a little bit, is manufacturing some ceramics here again. And then the big thing is gauge porcelain panels and CPC porcelain countertops that we're working on right here. Hopefully someday soon that will be manufactured for us here, because if you guys know GST, we've been big believers in the lamina technology, 1 meter by 3 meter. That's still all made in Italy, although Crossville stocks a ton of it, so it's readily available, but it's just not made here yet. And who knows? I mean, if anybody wants to start a fund, it only costs I think $100 to $150 million
$150 million
to get that plant up and running. But again, that's what I'm thinking, maybe the future of porcelain is going to go, particularly with the 12 mil countertops that we're seeing a big increase in, here on the East Coast, and hopefully you guys are too, where TPT is available. So that's sort of where we think maybe porcelain and manufacturing and ceramic is going to go in the U.S. Maybe something we want to talk about at another YouTube Live. But let's highlight, so if you guys like the products, let's talk about how you can utilize them via merchandising.
How you can get them. So first, we're going to be obviously promoting a ton of the American-made products in the future. We have some new lines coming out. And a lot of people are familiar with this from the A&D side, but throughout our entire marketing program, we're going to be making straight up American-made boxes, American-made merchandising packages that you can request from your rep, from Chris and I, and we'll get them right out to you. If you are working remotely from your home or wherever you are, we can send them. I know they might be in at your office, at your firm, in your library, whatever it might be. We can remake it and send it right to you to your house. So feel free to jump right on that. It'll be fresh and it'll be new.
Yeah, these boxes are cool because they hold about 12, depending on how thick your tile is, they hold about 12 cards. So within 2 boxes, you could have, 24 made in the USA collections, know that it's stocked here, it's made here, covers a wide range of looks, sizes, whatever you need for your projects. And then maybe we can just augment it with send you like basically what we did here. I mean, get you a 24 by 24 of the tartan hats, get you, 24 by 48 for you to
delivered by one of us.
No, we'll just get you some small chips so you can see the bigger pieces. But you can have a full showcase, whether you're in a showroom, in the office, or at home. The boxes have been what we really like to push. And again, we can curate one just for made in the USA.
The last thing on the merchandising side is we all know how important material bank and that whole world has turned a lot of us into a great way of getting samples. We know how important American-made samples are on that website, and we're going to be promoting a lot more there. And don't forget, Cross-Fill Ink is already on materialbank.com. So be sure to look at our products that we're offering, and be sure to be ready for more of them for the American-made products to be on there.
Like that a lot. Yep. Some other cool things to share, and I'm going to drop this bomb, and I'm going to panic after it because
like a pipe bomb or like one of these?
like a pounder. Is a really exciting development. We started about 4 or 5 months ago. We are going to be launching a new website in May. Woo-hoo! Hopefully by the end of May. Garden State Tile team and our web developer are working our butts off to get it done in time, and it's going to be totally different. For those of you familiar with our site, navigating by look, shape, color, not the easiest. So retooling it, going to be super easy to surf. Like
no pun intended.
Like that.
No pun intended.
Super easy to surf. Also super easy to order samples. Sort of like a material bank type of vibe, but it's going to obviously have a lot of new product on there. We do have new products coming. We do have a bunch of new made in the USA products coming. Looking for it in June-ish, July, depending on how the productions get run. We've got at least 5 new made in the USA porcelains coming. No ceramics, because they're still not making those. But great porcelain looks. Again, just continuing the evolution of made in America, the looks, the sizes. You're going to see basically every collection coming out now just be 12 by 24, 24 by 48. Nothing in between. Just go big or go home. But the nice part is you will see lots of cool mosaics to pair with it, especially here in the Northeast. We love our small sizes. We do a lot of mosaics. Well, I guess everyone does mosaics. That was a little bit. That was a little bit. I thought I shouldn't have been so regional. Everyone likes mosaics. So you can see like chevron mosaics, scout mosaics, airbats, lots of different ranges of mosaics with the new made in USA product. I'm super jacked up about it, which is weird, but I like tile. What else we got?
Well, we want to get a little bit of feedback. That's the most important thing. We're planning on doing a lot of virtual stuff, as you guys have all seen come through, but we're going to try and make it fun, clearly, and we're all going to try and make it as educational as possible. We don't want to bore the hell out of you. I mean, who doesn't? I'm not interested in sitting down through a boring product parade, and neither are you. Let's have some fun. We're going to try and have continuous fun, and we will continue to showcase more about Garden State Tile. But where are we going to be next? Who knows? What are we going to dress up as? Who knows? What we'll be doing, I guarantee it'll be educational, and we'll just try to have some fun because it's a crazy world out there right now.
So if we could just like recap a couple highlights.
Sure.
Besides the outfits, what should people take home about Made in America Tile?
Well, number one, it's a lot more design than you ever thought.
Like that. What else?
Logistics.
Hit it.
Logistics are very important. They're important for you. You can get it straight to the job site. Important to us. You can get to our warehouses and to the site.
Yeah, just the efficiency of projects overall.
It's incredibly efficient.
Just become a lot easier because we might run out of inventory, but there's backup at the factory, or they might not have inventory for your 20,000 square foot project, but they can run production like most factories in 3 to 4 weeks. And now you don't have to wait the 6 weeks to get it, 6 to 8 to get it here from overseas. So just the overall logistics is what I really want to.
One last thing in regards to that, technicalities, you go ahead and thank Crossville and TCNA for putting that together because the technicalities,
standards.
I like to use some big words.
What's a technicality?
Standards are created by them. And we can't, the standards are no such thing overseas. So right here in the US, we have the standards. When you need some type of a PDF or some type of verbiage for your client, we have it. And it's because the US needs all of that because this is who we are. I mean, I'm not missing too many things. Large format tier, mosaics are here. You know, there's programs to cut there's programs to cut tile to make it what you want. That's important too.
Yeah. So as industry grows, okay.
Yeah.
Question, fire away, Nikki.
We had a question about lead time for Made in the USA products. What is the expected lead time?
Another good question.
Yeah. Do we know where this question, what part of the country they're coming from?
I believe it's coming from Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay. I mean, no matter the supplier, we all know that they're basically in the Tennessee region. And, you know, Garden State Tile is purchasing quite a bit from that region. And we are moving trucks weekly. We're moving bi-weekly trucks. But, you know, depending on the square footage of the project, you can go right to you. So in general, we like to say 5 to 7 days. 7 to 10 is more healthy. You know, pretty simple.
Yeah. But if you need it in a rush, we can freight it for a charge and you can have it in 2 days.
Yeah.
A day. 3 days.
Piece of cake.
But in general, 5 to 7. It goes almost anywhere in the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 to 7.
No matter where it is.
Yeah. Unless you want to pay like outrageous freight fees.
Right.
Yeah, the good news is we don't have to air freight inside the U.S. And that's another thing. Like we've had to air freight a lot of Italian and Spanish made product, and the air freight rates have just skyrocketed because there's no planes flying anymore. So believe it or not, those air freight didn't always travel on like freight airplanes. They would go on like transit airplanes too underneath, and that's how you get a competitive rates and stuff. But now there's no transit, so air freighting stuff overseas, it's like crazy. It's crazy expensive. So,
no more questions right now?
No more questions right now, but please feel free to continue typing them in.
I don't know what I lost my train of thought. I was saying something.
Well, we're getting down to the feedback. We're getting down to the
yeah. I think the biggest thing is a lot of, even in our own company, sometimes we get confused between the Made in America and like stocked in America concept. So if that's something you'd be interested in like hearing about, again, we'll do it in a 15, 20-minute quick presentation with some outfits. We could do that. We just would love your feedback on what you want to hear about. You know, we could shove product down your throats. We're really good at that. Yeah. But we really want to just hit home. What are you guys worried about? What do you want to know to supply your projects better? We thought this was a really good one, and I think we had a great turnout and great engagement from a lot of different customers. So that's sweet. So it meant that we did do something right.
Yeah.
But we definitely want your feedback on some other topics that you really want to hear about, or you have questions about, or maybe you just don't know a lot. Who knows? We might not know a lot, but maybe we can research it. And should we look at the camera?
It's really us.
Yeah, it is us. But I don't know. I think we said it all.
Yeah. Out of all honesty, guys, we hope you're doing well. We feel for you. We're here for you. And we are America. Garden State Tile is America. We are family owned. We are third generation. Our father's the president of the company. We're very proud of this. We're very proud of our grandfather and our family for starting the company. Lean on us, lean on our great people. Our employees are everything to us. They are family as well. So please lean on them. We are all here to help you to get our projects moving forward when this thing starts to move the right way. We can't thank you enough for supporting Chris and myself and all of our families as well.
Grandpa's totally psyched. We just did a presentation like this.
Sure is.
Yeah, no, but that was very well said. We appreciate you guys. Hit us up, send us emails, call us. Thank you for joining us. We had a lot of fun, obviously. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. We are passionate about tile, but we got a lot of knowledge about it. We want to share with you, but have fun. So
stay tuned for the next time.
Arrivederci, baby.